A total of 8 southern provinces have been advised to prepare for heavy rain and high waves until the end of the week. Warnings are also out for small boats to remain on the coastline, and swimmers all around the Gulf are warned not to take to the waves. The cool spell is expected to continue too, as monsoons are expected in the south from today. Neighbouring Burma has denied a report documenting at least 5 mass graves containing Muslim civilians killed by the military, with the government there saying that only terrorists were killed and that they were carefully buried. Survivors are quoted in the media report claiming that a village had been wiped out. Authorities are launching a multi-billion baht rural development program later this month in Thailand. Households in rural areas will be assessed for needs starting this month and ahead of plans to introduce education for farmers, looking at profitable crop growing, and assist where poverty exists too. Those who've registered as low earners and receive benefits will receive positive assistance by teams recruited nationwide. At least one employee of Kasikorn Bank looks likely to be reduced to just making the tea. This after a customer called police after finding a cash box forgotten and left next to a Bangkok ATM machine. Its contents 1.5 million baht. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, the pricks will be back in the horsehair soon. This, as last week saw the Darts Association calling a temporary halt to games following some boards being removed by authorities. It turns out that many bars had overlooked the need for a licence, similar to those for pool tables, and got a stark reminder from the city licensing teams. Not expensive, but long forgotten. Bars do need a game, not a gaming licence, for items used for competitive sports such as pool, snooker and darts. A 71-year-old Italian was discovered dead after a night of passion in the city. His 22-year-old pal called the police, who in turn ordered an autopsy while notifying his embassy. A surge in quality live music has hit the dark end of the dark side recently. Maprachan Lake area, once a quiet backwater, has seen wily musicians move in to supply good entertainment. Out are the wannabes and in are the superb acts. One new venue next to Tesco store has seen an excellent stage area set up in an air-conditioned environment. And the Loft Resort saw a packed house for an Elton John tribute act on Sunday that for once saw the audience demand more as opposed to mediocrity. In 2 weeks' time we get the Bee Gees, and if they're as good as Sunday's Elton act, then book well ahead. A Satterheap coffee store got thousands of comments on its Facebook page after posting photographs of its waitress serving while in minimal clothing. A barista's apron alone covered much, but not quite enough to satisfy the PC Correct brigade. That's one business that will be busy in the region, as many new customers drove for miles for a cuppa and a peak. And with the Met Office promising highs today of around 30, dropping down to 19 tonight, that is the local and national news from Fabulous 103 FM, keeping you in touch with Thailand and of course Pattaya, the city of fun.